Okay, hi, I'm Neil Whitt from the Pineapple Project at the University of Plymouth. Pineapple is looking at the accreditation of previous experiential learning, and what we're doing today is displaying some of our wares, some of the outputs from the Pineapple Project. Probably the main one is displayed on a piece of paper, bizarrely, which is the Pineapple Core software. That will enable anybody to develop and implement their own APOL processes in their institution. We've also found copies of a guide to materials which are linked to from the and we also have some pineapple chunks as well.
My name is Michael Jenkins. I'm from the University of Gloucestershire. Our project is Cogen, which is the code-generative toolkit. Now, the idea behind this particular project was to support the co-generation of curricula with employers, and the main output from our particular project is a toolkit which will facilitate that process, and linked to that there'll be a whole series of scenarios and case studies of how it can be used in different contexts. The toolkit is actually made up of vocabulary, which I can show you on the computer here, which is information that we've mined from the Framework for Higher Education Qualifications and other level descriptor sources, which gives you the level descriptors, and this will be used as a tool to sort of facilitate discussion with employers to identify the sort of level that people are actually sort of working at, to identify how to create learning outcomes in employers' language. So this is sort of mapping what happens against the academic standards, trying to keep everything in that sort of context. The other aspects of the toolkit then build on that process and identify the actual tasks that the learners will need to undertake, and then sort of wrapping those up, and ultimately it's sort of published as a learner profile in the portfolio. So that is ultimately the process that we're undertaking.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline Simon. I work at the University of Westminster Business School, and I'm project managing a project. It's called iMobile, and we do that at Westminster at the Marylebone campus in London. And it is a pilot project funded by this school. We want to get together and form a new communication platform between stakeholders of students, tutors and employers, put them all on one particular platform and make them talk to each other, improve services through this, and find new ways of interacting with students, support staff and the professional world. So far we run this program for placement students, undergrads and postgraduates, mentoring students and internships. We hope to get more attention from our university, plus the work-based professionals outside our university, to join the group, join the interactive platform, and our outcomes or our desirable aims are that we create a new work-based and workforce development platform for everybody.
Hi, my name is Robert and I work for the University of Bradford. As you can see from our poster, our project is called the WELL Project. It focuses around designing a model of flexible work-based learning in any academic school, in any institution, in any employer. Yes. What we see here is a framework for the model, which takes account of employer engagement, aspiration raising, induction and orientation, achievement, completion and transition, and flexible delivery at every single stage of the learning process. For this event, we're here describing and talking about our Maturity Toolkit, which is our work-based learning, benefits realisation project. The toolkit basically helps institutions and faculties and departments better understand what work-based learning is, assesses their maturity in lifelong learning and workforce development, and gives them some indicators of how they can improve. And we hope this will be quite a successful project.
Hi, Lucy Stone from Leicester College, and my project is the Hello Project, which stands for Higher Education and Lifelong Learning Opportunities. And today I've brought a toolkit of resources about building social communities and learning communities within your institution.
As well, University of Hampton, the e-portfolio-based pedagogy for work-based learners in small to medium enterprises. Hiya, Emma Fennell, same project, working with the e-portfolio development. Okay, outputs from our project are processes for working with work-based learners, negotiating appropriate learning and delivering 5-credit units that build into 20-credit modules. So the poster at the back here shows the process of negotiation in brief with the learners, identifying commonalities in what local businesses need for their employees, what the learners need for themselves. The middle section is how we're linking 5-credit units into 20-credit modules, and we're delivering learning, supporting the learner through e-portfolios. The learners in their first unit study with a blog-based process within a templated webfolio, so it's very easy, very simple, very stripped out in terms of what the learner has to do to engage with the learning. When they go on to do a second subsequent unit, they'll do different things with Pad that will go behind the web interface where it's more complex. So that's where we're going with it.
I'm Richard Staniforth. I'm from UWIC in Cardiff, and our project is Technology Enhanced Learning for the Development of a Welsh Workforce. TELWFID is the acronym, bless it. And we're looking into the use of technologies, different technologies, and things like Adobe Connect and e-portfolios to help assist our development for projects for employers in terms of technology enhanced learning.
Hello, I'm Sandra Winfield. I'm from the University of Nottingham, and I'm here representing the Samson project, which is being led by the Centre for International E-Portfolio Development. And we have a wonderful sidewinder that shows you more about what we're doing. I've been here this morning actually pretending to be David South, but don't tell him. And I've been running one of the assemblies on portals and data and Windows. Portals, roles and responsibilities as Windows into the institution, which got some very good feedback. And now it's lunchtime, I've had my lunch, and we're sitting on the Samson stool trying to explain to the world what the Samson project is doing. So we've got a series of flyers, we've got some nice CDs, and they show, trying to demonstrate some of the activities that we've been doing in Samson, which is very much a project about bringing institutional data together and using it to facilitate communications between employers and students. So students from the university going out into employment, on work placements, and also employees coming into the institution on CPD, within the institution.
Okay, hi, I'm George Dafoulas from Middlesex University for the Musket project, and this is my colleague, Guillaume Zonissin. And what we're hoping of achieving with this project is to support academics in the curriculum design process. So the overall idea is that we provide with our tool a semantic representation of course description. So next time that you have a new student arriving with 2 years of another organization or a professional body, you will be able to use our tool in order to direct them to the correct program. So you will know that the learning outcomes they have achieved in the past, they meet to the ones that we have for that specific program.
Hi, I'm Amy Wright from the Telstar project based at the University of Central Lancashire in Preston. I'm the project development officer and Lily's our project director, and together we just work with developing this project, and we've developed a flexible framework for work-based learners and provided lots of materials for them. Everything is just basically they're online using PebblePad.
My name is Nick Hooper from the University of Hull. I'm talking about a project called CPDN, which produced an output called My Showcase. My Showcase is designed to allow an individual to collect together, to tag and to map and to showcase their personal information to somebody else. So you can compile a CV, you can compile a professional record, you can compile any sort of showcase you like, show it to an individual, nobody else can see it, you can put a timestamp on it and keep control of your personal information.
Hi, my name is Richard Jones. Welcome to Mentor Mansion. It's a smart project. The idea is to support mentors out in the workplace, to try and help them in the mentoring of their students, to give them equality of opportunity essentially for all the students, irrespective of what's happening in a very dynamic area of the workplace. And also to try and build a community for mentors so they can increase the room usage of the mansion and also increase the rooms. My colleague will now take you forward.
What we did was we explored all the core elements of what we thought mentorship were. So we did our project by finding out from the users and from those people who are going to be mentors what it is they wanted, what did they need, and that's how we developed a lot of rooms in our mansion.
And essentially we've built it through gaming technology, so we tried to create an interactive environment, a virtual space that isn't difficult to use, it's guided through, so it's not Second Life in terms of level of difficulty to engage. They can get into it really simply, they don't need any gaming skills to use it, but it does still have that immersive element to it in that sense that you're in a virtual space that can be expanded upon. We've only built 3 rooms so far for an early years programme, but essentially if we had other programmes that wanted to use the same mentoring support, they could add their rooms to it, and they could have private rooms within the mansion space, but they could also use the communal rooms of the lounge area and the sort of kitchen area, like in a real house where people would come together and meet. Those would still be available to them, but they could also have their private space.
Hello, I'm Erica Jones. I run Liverpool City of Learning, supporting the higher education institutions before HEI is now City, work with other sectors. The project we're working on with GIST is the CLIP, Culture Campus Liverpool portal, using an automatic feed called X-Grade, now national standard, to automatically populate our website, intended to be a single information source for CPD for the universities and cultural tourism in the city. I think it's the first time there's been a website involved in both sectors. And unlike most websites which die often because they're not repopulated, not updated, the intention of this being an automatic base, one which is compatible with lots of other systems, is that it will be sustainable and can be built upon, not restricted. I'll pass the restriction on now to take over.
My name is